What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another video. Hope everyone's doing good because I'm doing great. Today, I wanted to bring y'all another topic. We're going to be talking about why you need to play the game, and that's how you're going to get ahead in life. And one thing about me, I've been witnessing this my whole life. So let me break this topic down before I give y'all some examples. So what I mean by play the game is there might be some things that you might not fully agree with that you might have to do to get ahead. And that's just based on the outcomes you want and taking what you think other people would think. So I know this could be confusing because a lot of times we'll hear, nah, you shouldn't care what people think. You should just do however you feel. And yeah, to a certain extent, of course, yourself is the most important person. But what you're willing to sacrifice for the positions you want to be in is what's going to really aid you and take you far in this life. And I've seen this in my life as long as I can remember. I'm going to give y'all some examples from the time I was young to also now that I'm older, working in corporate, also dealing with people, older people all the time. Just knowing how to move in those rooms, even though you might be younger. Yeah, it's just all about playing the game and knowing how to fit into whatever role you need to be in. So, okay, I'm here. I don't want to say it's not the real me, but it's the me I got to be at that time. And then once you get back and you with your people and you chilling, you can really express and decompress from having to do that out in the world. So let me break this down. Some of the times that I've had to do this is definitely through school. So I learned that when you build up good habits with people, like they know you as a good person, they see you always doing something good, they're a lot more lenient when you do mess up. So for instance, in school, when school first starts, I would always build my face up and I would be doing my work. I did this all through freshman year. I always seemed like a good student, ain't really get in trouble, ain't really do too much. But I did this subconsciously. I was just in high school, I just really didn't have no reason but to chill. My parents were strict on me, so I already knew I was going to get stuff done in school. But then as I got older, you got friends that are able to do stuff like they might skip class. They might do whatever. I'm not telling you to do these things, but I'm just using this as an example for the video. They might skip class. They might be late on assignment and wonder why the teacher won't work with them. Now, sometimes there's nothing you can do. It don't matter how good you've been, what you've been doing. But for the example, since I have been seen as a good student, people know, oh, when DJ comes to your class, he's going to be a good student. I noticed that when a lot of times I needed stuff from teachers, they would allow me to get it. So for instance, one student, he might turn his homework in late. Teacher not going to be willing to work with them. But because I've built up that good face when I actually need help, it worked in my favor. I was able to do those things. Another one was I was leaving class early. No, I'm not telling y'all that's what y'all want to do, but this is what was going on in my life back then. I was able to leave class early because teachers kind of knew that I wasn't going to do nothing wrong. And it was like, okay, I ain't got to worry about this dude. He been doing his work. He's good. He's caught up. I'm going to just turn the blind eye. And I'm not saying that every teacher's going to be like this because no, it wasn't just sweet all the time. But I had a few that was like that. And then other students would try to do the same. And it wasn't going to work. But yeah, and on to our second example. Another version that I seen of this is once I started working. So when I started first working my job, I was always on time, simple. Always willing to work, always willing to work extra. I was in school at the time while I was doing it, so I wanted the bread. I was trying to do, I didn't care how I got it, so it didn't matter. I was gonna be at work. If I'm at work, I'm gonna actually learn so I can have this job later and like I am now, paying my bills with it. But ever since I started this job, it was a more hands-on role. It was a maintenance tech role in a plant. And the whole reason for me joining this was to become an engineer. And I kept voicing that, just letting people know this is what I want to do throughout the company or whatever. But with me working so hard, getting through school, I'm not qualified to be in the role that I'm in, but I am working on the engineer side, working in the engineering team, working right underneath an engineer. That's something not a lot of people get to do without going to true engineering school oftentimes. So with me, because there was another person here that works with me that was wanting to do the same thing, but they seen me and was like, and I can only assume from what they said and from what lived experience that I had, is that they seen that I was working good. And so, okay, of course, yeah, I feel like he'd be a good fit for it. He might not be all the way qualified now, but we know from his past, he'll work hard and everything like this. And to be honest, like the role I'm in now, it takes a lot more thinking, but like on my body and stuff, it's a lot more chill. If I need to, I can get on my phone. Like nobody's really worried about me being on my phone. Check my phone, get back to work. It's a lot more lenient and lax. Yeah, it's still a job at the end of the day. You can't be fully relaxed, but with me getting this new role, and like I said, starting off with showing good face, showing people that I'm willing to work, showing people I'm willing to do these things, they were able to work with me and say, okay, I can see this guy can do good. He might not be all the way qualified. He really wants to do this. He's gave us what we needed. Why not put him in a role, give him a chance? And that's where I'm at now. And it's only going to help me because I'm going to school to finish in what I'm working in now. So it's like before I even started school, and now I'm already working in it. And what do jobs look for? That work experience. So by the time I get older, if I choose to stay in that career path, I might not. I know, but for me though, I'm good. I stay in that career path. I know I can go make over 6 figures just working a regular job. Boom. And that's not talking nothing with business, no nothing. So they really set me up. So I know, okay, say I finish school, go through school, I'm working in that, and then I say, boom, I just want to go work, focus on a business. Whatever I need to do. I can still have that fallback and be like, okay, if this fails, I got 50,000 to play with right now. If this fails, I can go back to my job and go make 100 the next year. That's great. That's down the path, but that's just showing about how something small can affect you in the long run. If you just show good face, show you can do, show you can show up, show you can work, show you can be on time. And then in the future, you can get a more lenient role. Like I don't even have to show up on time all the time. It's a lot more lenient. I can show up a little early, maybe leave early. So it's just, you got to know what you want and figure out what's the best way to get there. Another thing that I feel like has really helped me to be able to do these things, like especially growing up young, was your looks. That's one thing that I learned at a very young age. So I take it a little bit further back from school, because when I look at it, I was growing up and I would do little things that I would get in trouble. And then I would hear these little things like, oh, nah, I'm not going to mess with him because he looks good. And I'm saying as a younger kid, like, you know how people be like, oh, he's cute. Like they're going to be, especially the little kids, there's going to be kids that people see as more cute and more of an attractive face. And people are going to tend to be more nice to these people. And that's even as you get older. But definitely when you're young, you'll be surprised if you've been good and then you'll hear these little things like, oh, but he's so cute. It's like, that's why a lot of people, they don't train small dogs. It's because they see them as so cute and stuff, but they need to train the small dogs as they would the big dogs. That's why a lot more big dogs are behaved well, because people kind of fear them. If they're big and unbehaved, then it's gonna be pulling your arm when you walk in. But I mean, them little dogs, it is what it is. But people just like, oh, it's funny, he's cute. Stop barking, you're so funny and cute. And you'll see that as a kid and even when you get older. So there's certain things you can get away with if you focus on your looks. Not everybody is gonna come young with them. Sometimes it takes time to work on them. And like for me, it took me some time. I mean, yeah, I had a cute face as a baby, but once I hit about middle school age and, you know, puberty hits, I wasn't looking the best, but it did help once I, like now that I've got older, started working out. That helps, I feel like, a lot. Taking care of my face. I just got me some a new skincare routine. Taking care of your face, that's a big one. Smelling good. People love people that smell good, that come in their presence and smell good, especially the opposite gender. So if you're a woman, men will tend to be a lot more nicer if you smell good, you look good in general. A lot of men just try to be nice to women. Yeah. And it's just like, even just the simple thing of keeping attractive people around you, especially as a dude, is, and even women, because if people attractive people around you is like such a benefit. People respect you more. Like I had a event and I had brought my girlfriend to it, and all the all the older people I work with, it's kind of weird, but I guess that's just how it happens. And this is like a corporate thing, so I'm just there. And they're like, man, girlfriend's very attractive. I'm like, I mean, appreciate it. Well, they weren't saying that, but they were saying like, great. How can I explain it? They're basically saying like, good job. Like, you got a good looking girlfriend. That's basically what they were saying in a nutshell. And then one of my teachers, I don't know if bro thought I was chopped ugly or what, but he walked up to me talking about, who is this? Is this your sister? Is this your aunt? Is this your... Just all these weird things. Like, I couldn't have a girlfriend that looks this good. And it's like, I could see that it kind of changed his viewpoint of me, because he was like, oh, the only thing you're not good at is school or work or whatever. I just kind of laughed it off. Yeah, man, you know, it is what it is. But when people see you around people that look good, that's attractive, they respect that more. And you see this, I've never been to the club. I've just heard about it, so I'm just using this as an example. But you see this with girls that go to the club. You can get your whole crew in certain clubs. Now, some people, they don't care. They want their bread. But a lot of times you can get your whole crew in, because having attractive girls in the club is going to attract men that like these attractive girls. And when these men come in, they're more likely to spend money on these girls. And when the money starts flowing and then people buying drinks and stuff, it's more money for the club. So that's, having good looking girls in your club is like free promotion. And then the girls that's not that good looking, sometimes they ask them to pay. And it sucks, but that's just how it is. If you not the best looking girl and you come in there and you notice that yourself, that you had to pay, but the cute girls behind you that came in, they didn't have to pay, that's for a reason, because people allow stuff for people that have good things about themselves. So, and like I said, being attractive is something that you can work on. Not everybody is going to be a 10, but you can get to the point of your highest capability. So that's like what I was saying, like taking care of yourself, taking showers, washing your face, brushing your teeth, all these things, getting your teeth whiter. All these things go into it, that you could be able to do stuff that you would not have been able to do if you was looking like you was before. So that should motivate y'all to really get on your stuff with your personal hygiene. Another example I've seen of this is, and it's funny because I always knew this growing up. Like, I always felt like I was able to control situations from a young age. It sounds crazy, but like, even with my parents, like, I would know I want to go do something. There's something that I really want to do. I might not be doing it in the best way. I might not be the best kid at the moment, but I'm going to figure out a way to do it and them not care about me doing it. So, for example, this is for the younger people. Older people, you might laugh and be like, oh, nah, he lying. But you never have a chance to do this again, so you can't really test it and see. And some parents is just, they're not good parents, so this probably won't work anyways. They might just be mean. But for me, I knew my parents just wanted some simple things. They always wanted house clean. They want you to take care of your homework, make sure your grades is good. Boom. If that's good, you're good. They're not going to be on your back. You do your chores. You go to school. I even worked, so that was probably even better because they wasn't having to pay for a lot of stuff that I did. But I would always, if I wanted something, I wasn't always perfect when I was a kid, but if I wanted something, I would ramp up doing those things. So for instance, they didn't really check my grades because I always kept good grades at a certain age. But for instance, a lot of times with the chores, I would slack off a lot. And then about a month before, a lot of people will start showing good right before they want something. But that's the whole point of this video. Show it, give it time for people can really see the habit. And so I would do about a month before I'd be good with cleaning. My room's always clean, stuff is clean around the house. And then I just go up to him, I'd be like, hey, y'all care if I go to this party? I mean, he been doing his stuff, so they're gonna be like, I don't care. I mean, why would they? If I've been doing everything they ask. Then if they say no, then just gotta act like you don't care. Just take it to the head. It is what it is. So, but yeah, I do feel like that's helped me a lot in this life. Just being able to show a good face, do what you gotta do for the first half, and then once you get to the end or to that next point, it's a lot easier to just be able to do things you want and get things that you want in this life. So yeah, that's the video for today. I know it's a bit of a weird topic. A lot of people might not understand where I'm coming from, but this is my experience, and I'm just trying to see if this is something that you can use in your life, then use it. If not, It is what it is. But yeah, I hope y'all like this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be dropping a video tomorrow. It'll be a great topic for y'all to watch. It's kind of like the last video I dropped. It's about why you should start posting. It's another way to reiterate that, but I'm gonna bring that to y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, like I said. And once again, like, comment, and subscribe, and we out.